Yeah, this where my partner got shot at. Dropped some on these apartment complex. He's like, they sell crack at these hoes. I want to pay for the head first though. I want to pay every day. It was beyond crack. I seen the cheeks. I seen the hair. I seen the line. Oh yeah, I'm on a date. Not like that. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to your girl channel. It's your girl Kaia, back at it again with a bomb motherfucking video. Today we have a get ready with me story time. I ain't did one of them in a minute, cause honestly I be feeling like y'all don't be liking them. Like, I feel like I got good story time though, according to TikTok. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, click the button to be notified every time I post a new freaking video, and follow me on my IG right here on the screen. I'm not sure if the vlog is out yet. It was Radisha's birthday, and then my friend Radisha, we went out to eat. We went to downtown and all that stuff. So if you haven't watched that vlog, go ahead and watch it, because at the end I go more into depth about this night, not regarding the dude, but more about the night. So if you're interested, go watch that vlog. So I'm just gonna kind of start where I meet him at. Me and my friend Radisha, we're down to Me and my friend Radisha are downtown. In downtown Dallas, it's a place called Deep Ellum. It's clubs down there, it's bars. Saturdays and Fridays, that's where everybody out there, the streets is full, it's packed, it's going down every time. People really are out there. Every time you walk, if you're a girl, do like, hey, little mama, you fine, let me get your number. Get the number, going back to business, another number, going back to business, another number, you know, stuff like that. So that's really the vibe I get from Deep Ellum. That's why I really don't even like going. But I went for Radisha because she never been before and it was her birthday. So I was like, okay, let's go. We get down there, and of course, like I said, multiple people are asking for our number. And I got stopped by this dude. We gonna call him Braces. He like, hey, what's your Instagram? I'm like, oh, it's this. So I give it to him, put it in his phone or whatever. He got a little droid. He was like, how old do I look? And he started smiling. And I was like, you look like 24. He's like, ooh, you close. He's like, no, I'm 23. My friend Radisha's talking to the guy Brace's friend. We're not gonna give the friend name because he really don't matter. But Radisha's talking to the guy friend. So all of a sudden Radisha started walking. I'm like, girl, where is you going? She like, they said they go to the club. So I'm like, okay, well, I know she's not trying to go to the club with these dudes that we just met. So while I'm walking, I'm kind of irritated, and Braces is talking to me, but I'm really not giving him the time because I'm irritated. I'm like, she better not go to this club. I'm texting her like, we're not going to no club, but my connection is wonky. So we get to the car. I guess we got connection over there. She's like, no, I'm not going. I'm just talking to him. Come to find out, she really ain't like the dude friend, but she was playing it off well. Like, she was smiling and all that stuff. I was like, oh, she actually like him. No, she don't. She's sitting in the car with the dude. Me and Braces is sitting on the hood of the car talking. And as I'm talking to him, I'm like, wow, like, he actually cool. Like, he actually is a vibe for real. Like, I could see myself actually hanging out with him. Like, and I was so shocked because I had never met anybody in Deep Ellum that I actually wanted to talk to. Like, he was the first one, like, that I was like, oh my gosh, like, I could really see myself talking to dude. Like, he actually has a good vibe on him. Radisha's done in the car. So I'm like, you ready to go? She's like, yeah. I say bye to them. The rest of the night is in that other video, so go watch the other video because other stuff happened, but it don't pertain to this story with Braces. So we're gonna keep it pushing. By the time I got home, I looked at my messages, my DM requests on Instagram, and it was him. He was like, I fuck with you. I was like, oh yeah, I fuck with you too. Like, you had a good vibe with me. That was a Saturday. We went out on a Saturday. Keep that in mind. I wake up to a good morning text from him. He calls me and he's like, how did you sleep? I'm like, oh, I slept good. And this shit ended up going home. So we talking some more, and he's like, I want to see you. So he comes over to my place. Now I know that's a problem, okay? Typically, if I had my car, I wouldn't let nobody come over my place. I would usually meet, but I was like, I can't because I don't have my car. So it's okay, we can he can come get me. He comes to get me, and we go to a park that's right by my house. So we out there and we're talking, and it was so nice, y'all. Like, and I feel like that's a part of the reason my guard became higher, because it's like, when stuff is too good to be true, baby, it usually is. I get out the car, whatever, it's windy. He like, oh, you look cold, let me give you my jacket. So he give me his jacket, his Nike jacket. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. We walk around the lake talking, and he kept on saying, oh, you talking to other? I'm like, no, I'm not talking to no other, you know, like, and I wasn't, cause I really don't be even focused on dudes for real. Like, he picked me up, I want to say like around 7 or whatever, and by the time we was done at the lake, it was transitioning over to like darkness. So we rode downtown. Of course, downtown Dallas looks so pretty at night. We drove through there. I had my music playing. He let me take the aux. I was playing my music. It was a vibe. It was a vibe. Oh, wait. I'm leaving stuff out. When he handed me his jacket, I put my hands in the pockets and I feel these cards. And I'm like, what is this? He was like, oh, those are very important cards. Usually I wouldn't think nothing of it. But in this scamming era that we're in right now, I feel like everything is like, he was a scammer. That's kind of suspicious. Before I got out the car, too, before he dropped me off, he made sure to get the car. He was like, I need these cards. He told me good night. In the morning, bro, this boy gonna call me at 7 a.m. sharp. I looked at my phone, it said 7:00 a.m. I said, oh, nah, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. I had to tell him, don't be calling me that early because I don't get up that early. You messing up my sleep and you're gonna make me irritated. You're gonna irritate the girl. You don't wanna irritate her. And he's like, oh, my fault. I'll call you when you back awake or whatever. He texts me, I love you. And I'm like, you love what? He's like, I love your soul, all this. I posted my close friends like, is this a red flag? 3 people swiped up and they was like, yeah, that's a red flag. The third one was like, it's a red flag, but then she was like, how he look? So I sent a picture of him. She was like, oh, he cute. Well, I don't know. You know, I guess she changed her mind based on how he looked. Cause you know, we do be cutting some dudes slack if they cuter, not gonna lie. So I went with hers, of course, because he's cute to me. I'm like, okay, yeah, I ain't gonna stress too much. I just ignored it. I'm getting all excited because I'm like, he's gonna take me out. He gonna do this and that. He gonna do this, that, and the third. He got money. I didn't know it then, but he was posting old videos onto his Instagram story. So it wasn't even money he has now. It was money he had. I remember one day he called my phone randomly. Keep in mind, this is like 3 days in, okay? So he said I love you on the second day. He randomly called me. He was like, what you doing? I was like, nothing. Whatever I was doing at the time, I told him. He was like, man, I'm really mad at you. I was like, why? He was like, cause I feel like you're talking to other niggas. I was like, I'm not. Like, why do you feel that way? I'm not. Now that I'm more aware of stuff, I ain't gonna let nobody know what I'm doing. We're not exclusive, so it's not my responsibility. It's not even your place to ask me, for real. We're not exclusive, so I won't be spilling my beans like that no more. He's like, all right. He wants to see me again the next day. He wants to come link with me Thursday, so I'm like, okay, bet. Yeah, I also left out something too. So he I told his age, so he graduated 2016, and he went to school or college or whatever, and he got kicked out of there for selling substances. So that was my first thing. I should have been like, but I wasn't thinking he was, you know, stealing nothing like that. So I wasn't really like right there thinking, oh yeah, he's still in a mix, he's still doing that. Like, no, I was like, okay, yeah, he did it, but he's not doing it no more. This is me referring back to the first night at Deep Ellum too. So he told me about his car. Like, he told me like, yeah, I'm gonna take you out to Frisco. Frisco, if you from Texas, that's considered like a nice area, you know, like all the nice places out there. He talking about he gonna take me to Ruth Chris. I'm like, he like, I know you been there. I'm like, no, I haven't been there. He's like, oh yeah, I gotta take you. Keep in mind, my first night meeting him, he wasn't looking good. He was not giving Deep Ellum. When dudes go to Deep Ellum, they just up. They just down, up, down to the nines. Like, he wasn't giving that. He had on sweat shorts and a hoodie, but he kept telling me I didn't even want to go for real. Like, my homeboy wants to come out, so I want to come out with him. So in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, he didn't dress his best because he didn't even want to go. So of course he's not gonna be looking out here good, that good at least. So anyways, speed back to the next time he wants to link with me, okay? He like, I'm like, okay, bet. So I'm getting ready. I got dressed. I really just had on a 2-piece sweatsuit. It wasn't nothing major because he was like, don't dress nice enough. We're not going to do anything fancy. But my problem with that is, like, when we was going out, he kept on calling. When his homeboys would call, he was like, oh yeah, I'm on a date. Not like that. So he picks me up. The first link was nice. It was so cute, relaxing, like, you know, it was a vibe. It was a whole vibe. The second link, bro. First things first. He was not looking good. Like, he was looking a little dusty, like a little crusty. I'm not even gonna lie. I really hope he don't see this video and think I'm being rude. But he was. It was just a little bit, crusty. It was getting crusty. I hate when my brows are being difficult. This is exactly why I don't do them on camera. It was just giving crusty. Like, at least take care of your skin and stuff. The teeth surprised. His breath didn't stink surprisingly, because I did see a little bit of build-up. You know, I seen a little. This is so embarrassing for me, like, and it's not even me that I'm talking about, but I'm just embarrassed to say that I was giving him the benefit of the doubt on this. You know, like, he wasn't homeless. He not homeless, so at least, you know, but whatever. Anyways, though, we end up driving off, and he like, I'm gonna take you to my side of town. Now, for privacy's sake and stuff, I'm gonna change up the location. So this is not really where he's from and all this stuff, but I'm just changing up the location, especially if you're from Dallas. Like, I don't want nobody to be like, oh, I know who you're talking about. I'm gonna say he's from North Dallas. So he's like running long gas. He's like, let me go get some gas, da da da. So he's like, we pulling up. He like, how much you put in your tank? I'm be like, I was like 15, 20, you know. He like, oh, you got big money. And y'all know what y'all say about the guy that be like, oh, you got big money, you got the money. He's like, pay for my gas. I said, boy. So he goes in, pays. He's pumping for like literally maybe a minute or two. He has back in the car. So in my head, I'm like, that's quick. I turn around. This dude done put $8 in his tank. $8. And I'm not judging nobody. If that's all you got, yeah. No. I was like, I was like, you only put $8 in? He's like, we ain't going nowhere far, so da da da. I don't need that money, da da da. When he got out the car to pay the gas, y'all, I seen ass cheeks, squeezables. Like, you know how dudes get out the car and girls be like, if I see a booty crack, it's done. Like, it was beyond crack. I seen the cheeks. I seen the hair. I seen the line. In my head, I'm really pushing this stuff to the side. Believe it or not, like, I know it's not good to do that, but I was pushing stuff to the side. Like, I ain't see nothing. I ain't see nothing. I ain't see nothing. This is a bomb right here. So now we're on our way to the park now. On our way to the park, we passed the school. And I remember when we were sitting on the car, he was telling me, like, I was asking, like, are you smart? He was like, yeah, I'm smart. So when we passed in his school, he like, yeah, this whole nice, but you be surprised at this shit ghetto, da da da. He said, how did I graduate and I didn't even do no work? I was like, but I thought you said you got into I say this college. I was like, I thought you said you got into what's the name? He was like, yeah, I did, because I cheated on the hoe. I cheated on the ACT. I was like, then he ended up telling me, bro, I'm trying to get my stuff together. I just got out of jail, da da da. So I'm like, oh, ooh, you did not say that. You did not mention that. I'm like, damn, this is a lot building up. Like, this is a lot to take in. This is a lot. I keep on having to run back because I be forgetting stuff. But our first link up at the lake, I remember asking him, do you have a job? He said, I don't go to work today though. I'll go to work Thursday or something like that. Okay, boom. So then he also, I remember asking him, is he a scammer? He was like, no, bro, I ain't no scammer. You ain't gotta worry about that. And I remember asking him, I said, so you said you had a job. Why aren't you at work? He said, man, they pushed back the day because ain't no work to do right now, because he worked at a warehouse. He's like, ain't no work to do right now. So they gonna have us come in next week. I'm like, okay. We riding, and then we're finally at the park. We're talking or whatever there, and we passed the monkey bars. We passed the monkey bars, y'all. He's talking about get on them. I'm like, nah, I don't have that much upper body strength. He's like, I want to get, let me see if I can do it. And I'm like, shit. He's like, I don't know, I want my pants fall down. I said, yeah, don't do it. Because if I see it again, this is something I can't bypass. Like, I can't, like, it's right there in my face, thick and all, bro. Like, we're sitting there talking, it starts getting real dark. So eventually I'm like, okay, let's go somewhere else. So while we're driving, he like, let me show you around my side. Let me show you around my side. So this boy literally took me on a tour around the hood. I have never experienced nothing more ghetto than this. He's like, yeah, this where my partner got shot at. Drop some on these apartment complex. He's like, they sell crack at these hoes. Then we drop some more. He like, oh, it looked like something going down over here. It was a Henderson's Chicken. I don't know if they got this everywhere, but it was a Henderson's Chicken. And he was like, oh, it looked like something to go down over here. So he literally pulls up talking about, you want some chicken? Boy, if you don't stop trying to be in this. I said, no, I don't want no chicken. I don't want no chicken. He like, okay. And he like, okay, so it looked like something to go down. So let me get from over here. Then he driving other places, like being nosy, like. And from my experience and from what I know, like, I'm not completely oblivious to the hood stuff because I'm not from whatever color spoon they be saying. Like, I really came from nowhere too. So, but I'm not no gangbanger, like I don't be in the streets like that, but I know enough. Like I'm like, okay, if you keep passing by these people like this, they're gonna be like, hell no, something suspicious, and you're gonna end up having me in a situation I don't need to be in because you being nosy. Like when people doing their stuff in the hood, you let them do their stuff. Don't be over here acting like the police, surrounding them and stuff and doing circles and stuff. That's very sus. I told him like, why are you doing this? He's like, they know me over here. They know me over here. I said, so pull up and say something to them boys right there. Oh, I don't know them. Boy, don't nobody on this side of town know you like that, so stop trying to make it seem like they do. They do not know you. So I was like, boy, stop, whatever. Yeah, we kept driving. And eventually his homeboy calls. This is my favorite part of the story. His homeboy calls, they talking on the phone and stuff, and he talking about money. Yeah. He told his homeboy, I can't wait till my to this 10K hit this card. Scammer. You're a scammer. There's no way, like, what 10K that you getting from somewhere. You just got out of jail. What 10K? You ain't been working to get no 10K in that short amount of time. You're a scammer, bro. Keep in mind, he's snitching on himself on the phone. And he said, and once this unemployment check hit, and you ain't got no job. You're a scammer and you ain't got no job. Wow, I'm like, wow. So at this point, I'm irritated in the car seat, in the passenger side. Not only were you lying, you just told yourself on the phone, but this is supposed to be our time, and he was living on the phone with his homeboy for 30 minutes. Keep in mind, he got an Android, and his connection kept messing up. So when his connection messed up, he was like, hey, dang, bro, can you hear me, bro? Hang up, call back. But that's the time to get off the phone and enjoy your time with your girl. The girl that you're trying to impress or whatever, talk to, yeah, like, do that. Why are you doing that? Like, no. I'm trying to be as non-federal as possible. If you don't know what that means, that means like basically snitching on people. Like, I'm not trying to tell nobody business, say no names or nothing. So making sure I'm not giving away nothing, because I'm not trying to be getting killed over no story time. So yeah. So he came from his homeboy. He like, yeah, the crackhead's out tonight. He like, dang, bro, you should have told me, bro. I would have been out there with you, bro. Like, it's good. He was like, yeah. His homeboy was like, yeah, I'm getting good money tonight. Like, you know, they fiending. Then he starts talking about some, I can't say too much. I literally cannot say too much. Like, it's, I'm like, this can't go on for long. I remember when I first met him too, because when he said something about drug dealing, I said, you don't got no ops, do you? Because I'm not trying to be getting killed behind something that you done did 2 years ago, and they trying to get back at whoever is close to you. Don't put me in no mix. Like, you like, no, I ain't got no ops, whatever. So he was like, dang, I wish I was out there, bro. And we start heading into South Dallas. He trying to call his homeboy. His phone started messing up. So he's like, bro, I'm finna tweak out. So, because when we first met, I don't like talking to dudes with anger problems, because it genuinely scares me. I don't like being around people with crazy anger issues and stuff, because when people get mad, they can't control what they do sometimes, and I don't want to be getting beat on or nothing because you don't know how to control yourself, you know? So I always ask boys that before I start listening to. Most lie, but still I like to ask. He told me, bro, no, I ain't like that. I know how to control my anger. Talking about he finna tweak out. He said, that's his favorite word. I'm finna tweak. He said that so much. So I'm like, ooh, hold on. You said you ain't have no anger issues. You looking real crazy right now. And you know how when boys get mad or whatever, their voice get louder sometimes? No, his voice got extra soft, which made it way scarier. We in South Dallas by now, and he called his homeboy like, hey, where you at? His homeboy like, hey, I'm in the know for now. He like, damn, bro, damn, he said something. He said, you really da. His homeboy was like, nah, bro, I didn't know you were trying to come out here with me. You just kept saying, dang, I wish I came. He's like, it's alright, bro. I got you another night. So he like, bro, I gotta get some gas, because at this point his $8 is riding on E, baby. So he gotta go up and get some gas. So he stops at the gas station, 7-Eleven, and he gets out the car. His phone was just sitting in the car was ghetto, so it wasn't really no glove compartment. The glove compartment ain't have no lid, so it was just an open spot right there, bro. So I'm like, I wonder if this thing got a password, cause he told me the reason he ain't got no iPhone is because iPhone's too fed. So I'm like, okay, did this thing got a password? I got no password. So it's like, you just can't afford no iPhone. I grab it, swipe, it's open, baby. open for business. I'm like, oh wow. So I go on his phone feeling all dumb as hell because I go into his Instagram and I'm like the top girl, whatever. So I'm like, ooh, period. Period. Then I look below my name, literally right below my name. It's like 6 other girls he texted, right? So I was like, what? So I opened one of the messages and the girl talking about, no, I see what you doing, babe. I'm like, hey, something don't add up. I'm like, okay, that's weird. Ooh, I look so white right now, y'all, but I mean, I look so light right now on my face, but no, don't worry about it, y'all. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So before I state the next thing that I seen, keep in mind we had a conversation like earlier, I guess, in the week, because it really was only 1 week. I was like, so are you just trying to mess with me for what? And once again, boys lie. I know they don't tell the truth, but I still like to ask. He was like, I ain't even worried about sex for real. And like when I would try to trap him, like try to see how he react to certain stuff. So when we start talking about stuff, he's like, I really don't even want to talk about that for real. Like I'm trying to get to whatever. He's like, I'm on my money right now. I need to focus on that. Da 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 da. I'm like, okay, that's good, because most boys would eat that up. Like be like, oh yeah, like when can I da da da? When can I do this? Da da da. Can't do none of that. So I'm like, okay, that's good. That's real good. He's talking about I'll pay you $80 for head. I started laughing and I literally sent a voice message to my homegirl. I'm gonna try to play it if I can. I hope I still got it, y'all. I'm gonna just let it play while I do some of my makeup. Bro, you will not believe this, bro. So I came, bro. Okay, so I came out with this, right? We driving around the city. He just came in here to pay gas real fast. So I'm like, let me see if he got a password on his phone. I go to his DM. Why the he texting the girl the same he texted me. Then he talking about some what you doing. The same stuff. When I say the same stuff, he text me. I'm talking about like the base stuff, not no. Can I get here for $80? Boy, if somebody would have texted me, they would have been on block so fast. Like no questions asked. But anyways, continue. Then he said, no, the girl said, so you trying to give me money to fuck? He said, yes, I want to pay for the head first though. I want to pay every day. What the? This is why I don't fuck with niggas for real. Like, he gonna come out here and be mad as fuck. I don't care. Like, I don't do this. He can be in there doing whatever he want. I don't fuck with him no more. That's why he finna be blocking on everything. He got some nerve trying to play motherfucking Kaia Kapoor. What's wrong with you? It's actually funny. It's actually really funny. Like, it's hilarious. Cause DTN for life. I totally forgot that he texted one girl talking about, I'm trying to pay every day. But you ain't worried about sex every day. You seem pretty worried to me, babe. That's a lot. Boys are really a different breed. They not even human for real, are they? And that's also gross because it's like you really paying these girls money. I'm positive, 100% sure. Ain't no get tested first. You got something. Ain't no you just going straight in. And y'all people don't even know you can get stuff from head too. Like it's not just penetration. Like you can get stuff from girls putting their mouth on you too. So. They be getting too excited in these streets and be over here catching stuff. I just hate liars. Like I do. Like you lying for what? All that lying about the job, lying about the sex, lying about the money, the scamming, the everything. Like what is wrong with you? Once he gets back in the car, I said, take me home. I ain't messing with you no more. He like, bro, hush up with all that. I said, I'm so serious. I said, please ask me why. Please ask me why. He said, man, fuck all that shouldn't even matter for real. Da da da. I'm like, okay. We rode in silence. He tried to play his music by his. I said, turn that shit off before you. Just take me home. I don't want to hear none of that. Just take me home. So we drove in silence. And I had kept his jacket from the first link because I thought it was cute. So I kept his jacket. When he dropped me off at my house, I said, let me go get your jacket for you. He's like, all right, thank you. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like that he wasn't curious to why I was mad. Maybe he knew, maybe he didn't, but I didn't like that he was just acting so chill, like it was just a mutual thing. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna text this dude. I'm gonna text him. I'm gonna let him know. Let me read the message to y'all so y'all can get my vibe, get my energy from that night, baby. Yes. I told him, I'm blocking you right now as I type this, so don't type nothing back. I said, but do not come over here or watch my page from a fake account. Let me tell you about that. So when I had told him I'm gonna stop messing with him, he was like, and I said I was blocking him on Instagram as everything was going. He was like, it don't matter, I got fake accounts. You ain't never gonna figure out who I am. So that's why I told him that. Said, don't watch my page from a fake account. I said, you hella weird asking to pay girls for sex and shit in bitches DMs begging. You a desperate nigga and I don't with your type. You a lame for real, for real. P.S. Put a password on your phone for the next bitch. And I blocked him after that. I remember telling my shit like I blocked him. And I have a habit of when I go off with somebody, I just block. Like I really don't waste time to see what you want to say. I don't care what you have to say. I just block them. And then the next day, me and Radisha be on games. We be on games, so we was prank calling people. And she was like, prank call, what's his name? I was like, I called him and he like, what's up, what's up? I said, do you know who this is? He was like, yeah. I was like, so why you acting like everything's just cool? He was like, bro, that wasn't even me. That wasn't even me, bro. That was my homeboy. Like, he got into it with his girl, so he was texting off my account. There's so many reasons why I don't believe that. First of all, you're a liar. You've lied about everything. Of course you're lying about that. Second, the what you doing being like, you can just tell when somebody's typing. And then his most recent text was like literally right before he picked me up. He picked me up that night at like 7, I guess, 7 something. He texted that girl at like 6:40 something. So I was like, okay, that's too soon. Why would your homeboy be on your phone? You wouldn't even wish your homeboy. And why wouldn't he just make a new account, different account? Why would he be using your account? Whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. I kept him on block for the rest of the day. I left him on block for the rest of the day, y'all. He said, what you own, effing other niggas on me? I said, yup. Even if I'm not, everybody knows I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl. I never been that girl. I never been that girl to just be messing with a whole bunch of dudes, giving my body to a bunch of dudes. Like, I really take that stuff seriously. I don't be doing that because it's too much out here. Too much, so I don't be doing that type of stuff. But I was like, yup. He was like, you sucking on other ends. I don't want to cuss too much. You sucking on other ends, D's besides mine. I'm pissed. The funny thing about that whole comment is like I never even touched it. I never even kissed him. Like I said, I take stuff seriously. I never kissed him. Never kissed his neck. My lips never touched anything on his body, like ever. My mouth never touched anything. The most we did was hold hands, baby. We held hands in the car. So to mess with him, I said both balls in the mouth, double hand twist, twirl my tongue on the tip too. Don't be like me. So he said, I'ma F you up. So I'm laughing and stuff. I'm thinking it's a joke. I called him. I was like, boy, what is you gonna F me up? Da, da. He's like, bro, like, for real, get off the phone. Like, this one I took it serious because he actually sounded very, very mad. He's like, bro, don't play with me for real. Like, get off my phone right now, bro. Like, you don't understand when I see you, bro. I don't know what time you on, but I'm gonna hang up on you. And he hung up. So I texted him. I was like, all I heard was, what time you on? He said, my mama quit calling me because you think it ain't a game. Don't effing play with me. I'm gonna F you up, I promise, because you playing with me. And at this point, his messages are like, the words, there's no spaces in between the words. Like, the words are together, baby. Like, so I'm like, ooh, he real mad. I said, I knew you was crazy. Then all of a sudden, like, he stopped texting for like a minute. So I'm like, okay, why you stop that rah-rah? Keep that same energy. This boy gonna say, I love you. He said, I do love you though. After that, I said, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and block you. Would say nice meeting you, but you crazy. He said, F you. I said, have a good life, bud. He said, you F other niggas, I'ma F you up. I promise. You playing with my heart. I'm like, heart? How you get your heart into this in 5 days? Stop. He said, F you, I love you. Literally, I cannot make this up, y'all. I was crying, laughing. I know I need a scream text. Don't do that. He said, oh, my mama, I won't let you F another nigga. You in this forever. And I'm like, ooh. I said, you need psychological help. He said, I promise. I said, boy, go find another girl. He said, you'll see. You think she's the game. Let's link. I said, tread lightly. So at this point, I'm like, okay, pull up. Pull up and say this to my face. Like, pull up and say this to my face. Don't waste your time texting me no more. Like, if you really feeling like this, pull up and say it to my face. Waste no time. So, yeah, he ended up pulling up. No. I told him that whatever day that happened, I think I told him like a Friday or whatever, he never pulled up. So he ended up pulling up Saturday, the day before Easter, y'all. I come out there, of course, with my taser on me because, baby, you're not finna play with me. Like, if you really psycho like that, okay, we'll see. We'll see who's crazier about their life, me or you. And he got his hoodie on. I'm like, boy, look at me. What happened to all that you was talking? He gonna start laughing. I said, so are you really psycho? Like, kill somebody, kill me psycho? He like, nah, nah, nah. Like I said, he's a liar, so I don't believe him. I feel like he is. So, we were just talking for a minute and, you know, settled everything. But yeah, it was very obvious that we do have a connection on a friend level. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I got out the car. He like, can I have a hug? I was like, okay, sure. Keep in mind, the whole time we was linking and talking in the car, he kept on asking me to give him hickeys. I was like, my lips will never touch your body. Stop asking me. Stop asking me. Then he gonna give me a hug and then he gonna start sucking on my neck. I was like, stop. I almost said his name again. I was like, stop. Went into the house, did my thing. So he called me the next. I ended up telling him actually in the car about the TikTok that I made that was going viral. I don't know if it still is, but it was making around 50,000 views right now. So I was like, oh, it's up there, it's up there. So I'm gonna tell him about the comments and how they were saying the droid is a red flag or whatever. So he was like, first of all, they don't know that. I'm like, okay. I was like, I'm not gonna tell him too much. So end up the next day after that, Sunday, I sent him one of my TikToks. The second update or whatever, where I was saying I was scared of him and stuff because the messages he was just sending. So I was like, I showed him that TikTok. Then he said, it better not be no niggas on there texting you. I said, what you talking about? I called him. I said, what you talking about? He was like, on TikTok, you know how people can text you, da da da. So I'm like, speaking of, let me tell you, I feel like we should just be friends because we had a connection as friends, but I don't know if we should date. He hung up in my face. He gonna tell me, bro, don't talk to me no more till you get your mind right. You done lost your mind or something. I'm like, how? Because I said I just want to be friends. He was like, nah, bro, the only friends we could be is friends with benefits. Crazy. So honestly, I do believe that he is not gonna let me go, y'all. So I'm really trying to make my way out calmly, collectively, without poking a bear. But yeah, the dude crazy. Like, dude is crazy. All right, I have my lashes on. I never do thick lashes like this, but not mine as well. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, click the motherfucking bell to be notified every time I post a new video, and follow me on IGB right here on the screen. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok too. Keep up with the TikTok because the TikTok been doing real good and the video's been going real viral. So show me some love on TikTok. And sometimes when I'm not, most of the time I'm very active on TikTok. I be posting random stuff, but I'll be active and I'll be posting some teas too, some stuff I don't even bring to YouTube ever. I will see y'all babies in my next video. Holla at your girl.